Placement is a harder, one of the harder parts of the IEP for some families, and for some it's the easiest. But there's a hierarchy of placements that the IEP team should consider. They are supposed to start with the least restrictive environment, which would be the general education classroom with no supports, no services, right? Which of course is not going to be appropriate for basically everyone in this life. And from there, you move towards more restrictive environments. So the next, and every district calls things a little different. So I recognize if I skip a room that you have or a placement, just know they're all different. But the next thing might be that same general education classroom with accommodations and modifications, and then maybe that same classroom with accommodations, modifications, and an aid. Then maybe you might look at part day in gen ed and part day in a special education classroom, and so on. And you go through kind of that process until, the most restrictive environment would be like a hospital program or a residential program or home. And then the percentages is every IEP has to list a percentage that a child will not be in the general education classroom and the percentage of time they will be. If a child is completely in a special day class the entire day, you might see something like 5% of their days in gen ed. And you can ask what that means, and they'll tell you like, oh, at recess we go and we get snacks. And that's the same place the general education people are, right? Students are. If it's half and half, you might see 50-50 and so on. So just if you don't know what those numbers mean as far as what they translate to in your child's day, ask. Say, what does this 15% mean? Like, what is that actually in the day? Where are they?